Some unkind words about not being professional and not asking for permission beforehand and certain things like that, and it completely demotivated me. Like, I didn't want to do it.
We never set out to do something big or fantastic or wonderful. Creativity finds a way. It's like water. There will be a way this finds its way out.
My name is Anya Doutsenberg. I was the director and producer of The Shell of Shingle Street, which is a film about two friends during their cancer recovery, creating a piece of art on a beach. When I was about 12 years old, I met Lida, who is one of the women in the documentary, and we've been kind of family friends since I was 12. In the last few years, we became closer friends, and I thought that it would be a really good thing to make a documentary about. Shingle Street is near where I live in Suffolk, and I've been going there since I was a kid, so I kind of knew the location well enough, and a relative of mine owns a house literally on the beach in front of the Shell line, so like that was, I just know it very well.
When Els, my friend, and I, when we'd both been through a bad patch with cancer, I'd said to her, you know, if we get through this, we are going to go to Shingle Street. This is this healing place, wondering, nobody there. And so we just went for a long, very slow walk and picked up shells.
There was definitely hiccups. It was something to do with permissions. The land is privately owned to an extent, but it's also public, and it's kind of about particular cottages facing the beach and what's allowed there. And basically this relative of mine, he had always been really, really supportive of me doing film work, because he's in the film industry himself. But at this point I sent him an email about it, and I was just kind of like, we already had the dates and we were kind of going to do it, but then there was this like some unkind words about not being professional and not asking for permission beforehand and certain things like that, and it completely demotivated me. Like, I didn't want to do it because he'd just been so supportive. But yeah, it was just uncomfortable, and then we got over it, and then he was supportive and it was fine. And then with the drone shots as well, obviously again private land, and just kind of, I don't know much about drone laws and things like that, but my uncle, he's a pilot, but he also has a drone. But we just kind of went really, really early in the morning to get this final drone shot, and we didn't tell anyone about it, and it was fine. No one made a fuss. There was no one on the beach anyway, so. The post-production was like a few months, just because people were working on different things, and we kind of did like a main edit and then had feedback, and then we just had to wait for an opportunity to get a drone shot, which is why I only released it in my second year rather than in the first year. The main takeaway, I think, is just that I'm much more capable than I thought I was, because I didn't feel adequate in any technical roles or anything like that. And it was just kind of a good opportunity to really see that it doesn't have to be a technical role that you succeed in. It can be something like producing, which is organisational, and just talking to people. And I really enjoyed actually the pre-production process of having to do the emails, even with the hiccups and things like that, just kind of getting in touch with people, talking to them and developing the idea. And it was, I don't know, just such a confidence boost. This project has definitely helped me in a lot of ways, and kind of developed relationships with anyone that was involved, really, and made us all a lot closer. And it's also inspired and kind of been the groundwork for my next project, which is my major third-year project, which will be coming out soon. To watch The Shell of Shingle Street, you can follow a link in the description, and if you want to see what else is going on at Screenology, then subscribe. Okay.
Perfect.